went in soil. Also, TV no. Right, everyone will be about the sports arena. So, Brass will say, you're trans enough, you're there, good Munsam, bro, good Munsam, no, quite out, I'm so before so I'll be discount. I'm telling you, and Yasam Ketuakra. And so, Maresca, so be winning the first top flight title as a coach and a Bay European title. Mobekaya, Chelsea, and then Papa friend Mauricio Sarri, Abenum Jot, and also the first trophy of J as a coach. We need a Europa League with Chelsea. We are hoping, say, Blue Cup Omo take over. No, they will have something to cheer about, and to start with a European trophy, which is the conference. Rebecca, Roma Abramovich will take over Chelsea. The first trophy of JA was the Carabao Cup, and you saw that as a catalyst. But we need. Georgina. Chelsea and Rebel Tees Poland. This year Chelsea are Poland and pick a victory against Legia Warsaw, right? Yes, Chelsea share Legia Warsaw. Chelsea are Poland. I'm saying I wear than it any idea. Inti the Munchi Moon be brona be to my conquer. Now to me said a new streamer na no. Or no tremor, let's go. Say to me say yes. On ya I casa saka boy pressure. We do a chance I can cry. Yeah, no can you too. I'm a prepare cry. Until you starting the near started. Show next stream live on Facebook. Street is watching. So soon I will call a YouTuber. I am MYBET.AFRICA TV. MYBET.AFRICA TV. Na Facebook. Obomodia na uboremu a Facebook bima ABN Radio 1. ABN Radio 1. Aha, bibia so koso pa bibia koso ha nya asem ketwa. Men can't enfanadao. Men can't enfanadao. Eh, na den me hu. Yes, men can't enfanadao cry. Online radio near MYBET online radio. MYBET online radio call a yeah, Telegram account as well. Sports Arena SPORTS. Now what in temu ARENA. Now fi bibia so etumi akoye honum. Bomodia. Na join na fi bibia nkoye uko TikTok so sports.arena.news sports.arena.news honoma also yetwa go ye nyasem keto akra. Yes, nyasem keto akra. Then ye be room o share the Unity Cup Ghana ye the squad na betudwa ye be share players I know maba be room afina Jan are returning Sulemana ewom a chese nya asem keto akra nti ye behwe na fe bibia so atumi akoye ehonum abijafo ha se ye be wura transfers ni mu ekutiki ehugu etikiti ekiteke ese akwa no aye yi na anwumre ya ana meno kasei sesia na ne eya ba be ka se enya abotre na Chelsea pese of finishing a year anyway. European final no finishing the year. Sana the striker Chelsea pen eba betuja. Ese meeting koso meeting Chentrenche. De Laurentiis ene Antonio Conte. Conte no de obeja adwuma ne pe na ese okwa Massimiliano Allegri na empenifo hwe ne muso mokwakofa no Ednaba na bibia atumi akoye ese United ehwe ne mu se ma brantia ye frɛ no Brian Imbebu omokwa akofa no Ednaba oni ku na afi omape striker ede abasa so na afi bibia so no atumi akoye ehonum ti ebewram United transfers na afi bibia so no atumi ayeden atumi akoye ehonum. Yes, inti no any transfers mu kakra no so eba me no ka say aye Paul Mitchell ono so afri aye Newcastle we free Newcastle Paul Mitchell ono so afri Newcastle ono ma Ranchik say Man City for Alestino Ranchik Man City for epeno honum Raul so yes we free Real Madrid Castilla honom with immediate effect we be when adwuma no Alvaro Carreras akwa we no fear you Man United academy nim United for now is it Chelsea plan say a potential pre-agreement with a Brante friend Emmanuel Emega ultimus and height no was ropa strikers na yepe omu nyina no akwa no height was so sen omu nyina anyasem keto akra wo hono ma yese enei Kevin De Bruyne Napoli no mo hwe ni mu se obe join na afi bibia so no atumi akoye anya sese ame no kase yese ni Copas de Real Madrid for hwe ni mu se buy back no bibia be koye hono yes inti enmunsam Ansu Fati ko AS Roma we any transfer na Cristiano Ronaldo enra ana opposite bi utimi se enra chale man na hwe bibia se utimi se obogum no na ne teammate for no omo new goals enyasam keto ametima ka cho say goals omo consider here and entumi ambo omo in terms of say omo nhye goals the team ni hye goals pa na omo consider say you know Habibi for no go akire omo asa brutal na after the game Ronaldo etumi age top scorer no into teams back to back waje nemum say on Twitter or Instagram or say this chapter is over, the story still being written, grateful to all. And when uncle for area remua nene almost a queer opeso kwana na dear no opeso tre yebekum na fi bibia tumi akoy abeja for I say yebehwe na fi my better education no yemfa enrum say ultimate say matches no reducing drastically into say no okoji aman aviator I was on a pilot for in a year by this time till they upe 100 cities build to swana if you what try I know they deadly but usra uni usra uni sana bet na tie ti I was all try say ube to me ayeden abmodiana also to me attract obe pesca go pesca sky moja ti sana tie honum nemo obet ya no bet responsibly aya for mama kwaba money man yenremu yeah my bet education and my bet other options if games in wa the amount for do na bet to me you know bomodiana efa eboa na fibibi ankoye
okay listo yeah share my bet kakra in say the matches na den ekofem intino ad yet be share omo virtuals any omo casino games e can virtuals ne casino games dia na no dia my bet any company on bet me the amount virtuals ne mu de ye pa ye fe no like stimulation say football abeko then within the next 2 minutes wait me for sika to bet me bet on Chelsea, Man United, EPL, Spanish La Liga leagues in now who have virtuals now be who say stimulation games now and am within 2 minutes no aju sika ntien no nya fi na wo twen 90 minutes every 2 minutes bia na wo cash out now face car echo when you so airpay aviator na aviator we casino our games be over 200 games and all my bet casino or aviator home bank run or your friend games be google want to raho see a match see ni no instant cash and only pay because scadie eba obotom now who the senior list or kind it you are MYBET.AFRICA registration here very simple call www.MYBET.AFRICA top right corner ho ubehu icon a umia so a ubehu registration boss wa the next thing o phone number ni shema o username near the next thing I'll be select na fi do select password I'll pay ubo we on be send verification now they verify your account no we are virtual send me boss na ho instant soccer ho o ko abetimi edi within 2 minutes within 5 minutes now for usika and now be we casino ho and now no ubehu virtuals games with say aviator any bank run any other games or game of slot who now or betim their fiscal MYBET.AFRICA and then register ne we are my bet na first car answer na enumere ayeden aba
right sanity mummy share your transfers anymore
yes I think transfer news in the nyama bebre ekoso but ade ba kwa maba be hu ni say you say e ba Chelsea transfer nsem na dosu ye the biane striker edinba into started from the lap eko Osimhen eko we a friend is saying Sesco eko players bebre see who say the recent player edin koso ene Hugo Ekitike ade ntie who say Chelsea being linked with Hugo Ekitike ni say Frankfurt hwɛ sɛ ɔmo bɛyɛ wei ɔmo bɛma ɔmo player n'akɔ na scar Frankfurt hwɛ sɛ ɔmo bɛtumi agye ɛyɛ 100 million ɛna Frankfurt hwɛ nti sɛ wei producer ne de picture Hugo Ekitike picture ne bɛto so ama me a ɔmo hwɛ sɛ ɔmo bɛma n'akɔ na 100 million no ɔmo adwene sɛ ɔmo gya ama team bi ɔbɛba ho no ɛba abɛfa ɛna ama Chelsea fans Vincent Muna ka wɔn adwene boom because adenti na Chelsea ɛmfa 100 million ɛnkoto player wɛ Osimhen ɛne Victor Gyokeres ukuta 60 ukuta 65 onsa betimi akɔm nti mpɛsɛ miwura Hugo Ekitike the profile kakra this season Bundesliga no nti no sɛ producer betimi de ato so ama me a Hugo Ekitike profile no Bundesliga or a player bi a onyi afi and we 23 years when the performance Bundesliga about 33 games was 15 goals and 8 assists you share the player traits kakra the touches in the box say a banny say link up play in the touches 80% into any wingers be the same level a banny chances create say chances of creating in a game or chances created in a game or more 91% into the style of play now senior Enzo Maresca ball so here play a bit Nicolas Jackson and a link up play and then the chances out in creative game in the door so no of it Chelsea team ni ye pa and now a ban short attempt say mbo short in free chi accurate or ma 93% or aerial duels or ma 55% the goals 79% and then the defensive action say omboa ombechi embe boy defending and also or ma 55% into here a player like Hugo Ekitike on any day or a player be with talent wise ni development ni bibia no he is a bit ahead of Chelsea strikers or more at this time eba ni ball striking eba ni aerial duels eba ni chances creation ni bibia but the amount that player ne so as a now and about better the problem I think say in KBA the likes maybe ni team ni so mbema 30 million ama Chelsea team atona I think Chelsea fan be ndi ana ndi ho we akasakasa sa dey nti ne kwa kotono ne present in the box ade ba ko very good the way or link here play ni bibia nti say as a now news koso no Chelsea players miensa na Chelsea hwe nenim so mbetimi atom Ian Delap Joao Pedro na Hugo Ekitike na ye din aba but I think senior nyama keka akono as a Victor Osimhen in sem ne die off na Chelsea fan bi enim say Chelsea to me we are the Champions League the player Chelsea be na dwen so mbekwa akotono na Victor Osimhen because on a proven striker of it Chelsea bill no and they've been times we Mikel Obi or no Osimhen anymore their conversations waka say Chelsea in the dream club onya opesobo but the information going around the entity din bebre me him say senior boss on the conversation in akwa kojina the Conference League final on watch na maybe omu we will see the ideal striker Chelsea person moton but as of now media ne remu bobo players ba ku mienu din I think they are looking at say Chelsea a bit me akwa form but one striker I think says Chelsea intimi call for Victor Osimhen the likelihood of they going for Benjamin Sesko one thing I think it will really happen in Benjamin Sesko and so player traits ne kakra with Benjamin Sesko we did 21 years in just 31st of May don't be Champions League final no be in birthday no we did 22 years on also about 33 games or share 13 goals and no ma 5 assists or when the touches are or ma 61 compared to who Ekitike the na 80 no or when the chances creation are 18 into a player be on time dropping may create a lot of chances compared to who Ekitike the na 91 now when a short attempt 73 and a Hugo Ekitike the 93 was sure saying Sesko now the short and the goals or share or 74 and a Hugo Ekitike the was 79 defensive action or 32 and a Hugo Ekitike the 55 and a aerial duels or 73% and a Hugo Ekitike the 55 in so compare these two players likely would say Chelsea beat me for Mubakwa eba BBM touches strength any BB any shot on target Hugo Ekitike a player be or winning him etching Benjamin Sesko even though somebody the same league share 15 goals and a Sesko share 13 goals so comparing these two players those a price tag no and about be a bigger factor Chelsea team no but I think say these two strikers better Jose Chelsea for back I think Ekitike eba ahead especially player traits ahead of player friend Benjamin Sesko. Nti after the Conference League, yɛbɛhwɛ nyama ebesi. Say Chelsea between these two strikers and Victor Osimhen and Victor Gyökeres. See, I think say Gyökeres Arsenal for of a 5-year contract. Nti yɛhwɛ sɛ nea ɛbɛkɔ. Ba ni na bɛgyina after the Conference League final, the Chelsea betimi ayɛ. Ubo Napoli sɛ Antonio Conte ɛne De Laurentiis ɔmo nkɔmɔ a ɛrekɔ so na in sema Antonio Conte demand or their mom at the end of the season here or say a person or to 8 to 9 players inclusion 8 to 9 players in the team. Apart from 8 to 9 players of a transfer budget of 200 million intino transfer budget of 200 million apart from sell-ons ebekono obe make sure says ask ensamba mbeka ho no ntimi fanye the Anthony players on real the next offer also be so many say players the salary wage bill ni na around 80 million omuntum enko 110 million meaning say omunfa extra 30 million enka ho omunche engu players the salary so no omunhwe say players no so bi gie bi a 1 CD a ni sika no beto akọ maybe 1 CD 70 pesos and 2 CD inti eno na Antonio Conte hwe o hwe say the players no ebetimi ayeden ebetimi hu beto omo no etimi enya additions obetimi aboa in the Champions League obekọ next season no ena omu wi a dey twato omu training facility omu hwe no omu nsiesie omu hwe no omu nye niye nti with this nsem ni na aba be sisi ano De Laurentiis hwe so ne Antonio Conte betena se na mebedi Antonio Conte hu nkomo wa so e coach bi a the demands e wo soro nti edu be mpo mekasa Antonio Conte be du be bi ade so no ayeden ekoto club no no manage because edu baby and the demands was so do the oba Chelsea who the demands of buy edu baby no see Chelsea nkoto the likes of Niangolan your friend is Arturo Vidal mu na mbeba no but Chelsea that time project na mo build there players who made above 30 no mo person mo conform ba and na me no so no nsem baby no the free Chelsea okọ Tottenham sa Tottenham mpo de ni enim say Tottenham ye team your mo ntan to players nti na be den so obetimi atena for 2-3 seasons nti Antonio Conte ababe developers her attitude no of on tina club for 3 seasons eye den ya kasa between Adiope and Adionpe nim say this season Adia Napoli the likes of Lukaku, Billy Gilmour, Philip Billing and McTominay, these are players are on any day, on one players recommend there and on any day in Napoli enter this type of players. Lukaku nim say bedu baby na babe Chelsea ka kwan bia so no na e dey so bi betimi ato but Napoli timi we mu toy because the decision or na the promise or more money say obetimi age the Scudetto with this players and pans wetimi age nti see na waje no sisi o san per 9 players omuntu to o salary no mu increase way so as of now De Laurentiis say Kelvin De Bruyne player be o person or dey be can team no na ye na nim say o kan Kelvin De Bruyne asema or a player be a Man City say an career na ko na wie ye wo ha into ohwe so be movie club etimi akwa bɔ ne ho mɔden nti ene De Laurentiis person mo ne Antonio Conte tenase man ti ase say okay ye De Bruyne baba be ka ho but demand no player salary on transfer ne sa anyama na wo hwehwɛ no ebia beti so kakra na oni etimi aye dwuma nti free ene ekopem that is the 5th of June sa meeting ne be kɔ so a se enyama ntimi anko yi Antonio Conte ntimi ante ne ho ase ante enyama bi so anhwe amoma amfa players ne bi anka ho a I think obetimi eja team e friend Napoli ho no wetimi ayeden atoa na dwuma so Napoli for nso be amadwen se enyama ntimi anko yi no wentimi antoto nyama yi a so na dwen so okwa a omo nso beja ne kwan akomba akofa head coach I think obi odi Antonio Conte echi yie pa ne season e end o coach bi a ne demand so no coach bi nso make sure say o demand ade na the man kwan bi aso no that particular trophy and a target and a KPIs are also be set ya man no obetimi achieve nti sesi ano with the Italian Serie A mo hwe Antonio Conte on betting the demands so no mo di De Bruyne aka ne ho na ade wetimi ayeden e renew the contract ye di twa to no Lamine Yamal the contract in sense me do baby et say the agent I find Joao Mendes or agent bi o ha adwin ye pa say ka say yen kwotena table so ne ni pendi nkomo e make sure say the player dia the player penenya obetimi enya o hwe players bi a oni omo aye adwuma and oni omo gusu ye adwuma Joao Felix e kan ho ntembo Joao Felix ya timu say yes yenwura yen force nyama e make sure say player no ho beton no e betimi aye nti enei omo hwe say within this week obe renew the contract akɔpem 2031 na no they are signing a professional contract and until ni sika ne de e kwan bia so no basafo e de bi bɛka ho na ɔmo de bi ka ho ne kwa akosi sɛ dan be di nkomo wa sɛ players are no at the age of 18 years no one renew the contract to 2031 yɛnhwɛ to 2031 no now the 6 years e ka the age who say see ana no di that is 23 years still are no on the prime sometimes the basafo person who keeping the service meaning say so mu renew the contract with another 5-6 years biom and also the sika ni mu be do intina Lamine Yamal be di 30 years no na yenye lucky who experience the same thing na Lionel Messi a year with Barcelona with contract renewal and nyama mienu and na agent no san di nanim no agent bia o pushi demands and then one year wadwin say obe meet your demands obepe club ama the player no yehu ade a Joao Felix complaining kakra about Chelsea team no nye bi mbo o foresee ya ne other we if any say on ni ye adwuma that is Conceição no mde ni ko AC Milan so betimi akwa bolo na manya ma etimi akofa ho anya ma etimi afa so that is one thing na air course so I think Barcelona with Messi sensem na course no mo de beto om koto dwem now with Lamine Yamal contract with this one no mo de man me make sure say the next contract na emba baby bi e ba be gi o musika baby o mo so make sure say this season profit o metimi a making no om be solve your financial crisis ba ko na 6 years ne beso no na ebi o metimi age Champions League ba ko mienu bi na afedi o moboto ma ba be yedu internal contract ne mba baby bi agidegide nti in the world of transfer in the world of Europe the ekoso no ene de ama ahwefo o nso ntie bi eko
yeah Benedict business
listo my main chat here for na me mo me na kwa ba bi ma things league na kwa we by him say aka some few games especially the most important games this is the only year I say the Europa League conference league I say conference league need more attention than Europa League yes because two small clubs and the boy United fans don't be but they are sanity listo Ronaldo sense no I started a January I've been a lot of attention and wait to imagine so when FIFA president Ebeka say Cristiano Ronaldo will play in the FIFA Club World Cup and when Mbaye say so check the FIFA Club World Cup teams are qualify say team about the FIFA Club World Cup Ronaldo team Al Nassr omo enka sa tournament no ho and if Ronaldo is going to play in the FIFA Club World Cup it means that some of the teams that Ronaldo is going to play no team they are qualified in playing the FIFA Club World Cup. Nti we check the list now, especially in Group A, Porto, Palmeiras, Al Ahly, and Inter Miami. People are asking, say, is Ronaldo going to join Messi? Because it is one thing a man for Davin one say, especially people want to see Messi and Ronaldo. Are these two players going to play together? And you see, may if it happen, say Ronaldo call Inter Miami, I won't be surprised. This is US team, Inter Miami, David Beckham, and he would want to pull that historic signing, saying Ronaldo is going to join Leo Messi at the same team with Luis Suarez. Till Ronaldo that left, Suarez done fin, now Messi da, and he also bring. If Ronaldo could join MLS now, apart from the football, the kind of businesses are, and you see, America market, wide, very wide, and you look at Ronaldo, Inter Miami, especially in Group A with Porto, Palmeiras, Al Ahly. I don't think so Ronaldo will come and play in Al Ahly. Then they mention so but in Group A, listo, me win Inter Miami. I don't know what you think. But reporter everybody a month for in some movie.
Inter Miami, Bobby.
Yes, Inter Miami is playing.
Qualifying. Omo cup game. And omo they qualify.
And you can put them say you Kululu be now my idea machine.
And you Kululu are winning.
And you see, PSG, Atletico Madrid, Botafogo, and the Seattle Sounders. PSG right now the projector Luis Enrique. He doesn't need Ronaldo. Mbappe crown on Mujina and also no. I mean, or when he pick, Omaton, and as we free team. So imagine the projector Luis Enrique. He won't need Cristiano Ronaldo. Bayern Munich in Group C, Boca Juniors, Benfica, and Auckland City. These are teams of more Group C, and I don't see Ronaldo joining Bayern Munich and also Oko Argentina. I see a kind of Boca Juniors. Even if Obeko Portugal, it won't be Benfica because he's a Sporting Lisbon true and true. So what I say?
Sporting Lisbon, Bekobi.
Yes, me bought listeners about Sporting can't
be Sporting.
No. Right now, in Group D, Honabenya Chelsea. Yes. Flamingo, Esperance de Tunis. And then a team on Chelsea, Obeka Chelsea group, is yet to be confirmed. So, and he's not coming to Chelsea. I don't think so. To the boy, Akukra the number Chelsea. Once, Uko Group F, they have Dortmund, Fluminense, Mamelodi Sundowns, and an Onsan HD. Listo, Ochake Group F, none of these teams, and I mean, feels even they can even pay the kind of money Ronaldo wants to pay to get. Right now in Group G, Manchester City Autumn Kevin De Bruyne, who is 34 years and 32 years, Uncle Kofa Ronaldo, getting to 40 years. In fact, they have Erling Haaland. And any goals be Ronaldo, Haaland can give you that goals. So they don't need Ronaldo. Juventus, they are not doing that mistake. And maybe Al-An. So Al-An for baby as much as call. I'm going to make scan. UAE team.
And that's almost cross on my buffem.
Yes, I'm about form. And now with that, Casablanca. I don't think Ronaldo will come. And now, Listo, the last group. You see, a whole number forces Ronaldo free Anasa called Al Hilal. Put Saudi Chromo. Anasa for say, Omoma Ronaldo Ninja. Because in Group H, Al Hilal, Salzburg, Real Madrid, Pachuca, NNA, Al Hilal, Saudi 4 champions. And Al Hilal for this list too.
Possible so be to me.
Possible so be call Al Hilal.
Because
right now, you see, on say investment group now. Omo ye that Saudi league. Ronaldo ma amama ya we say.
Yeah.
Ombo Anasa Biem.
Yeah.
Ombo Anasa Biem. And FIFA president Ababeti will say Ronaldo will play in the FIFA Club World Cup. They want to get both Messi and Ronaldo. Commercial purpose, marketing wise.
But maybe okay. I think with Ronaldo ne we Anasa we na ba be more of the contract be ended. Now if the club be signing just on free, no they are both FIFA Club World Cup. Then after that, there are rumors of Sporting back to Sporting. But see, the issue is Anasa fans so more person signing be monko. That is the conversation going on. It is more of okay, mumpem biomudia.
Oh, I think there's more to do about him leaving.
Now, for the club be the number FIFA Club World Cup for that month. So a free agent, it will be my signing on any. And now, only him say the windows or the official we start 1st of July. It means it's a club bit me signing on the free agent. Then after the FIFA Club World Cup, it can be a short term. Or bit me terminating the contract and move. Into I think the only issue I'm in some way now the FIFA president hint on my say quite be so no Ronaldo beat me boy and sans and some
yes, I think to me share teams now Abuboni I think he will join Al Hilal.
Samu.
And yes. The meaning says Saudi Hono owns he will be after the FIFA Club World Cup.
How?
Saudi, I mean,
these are two clubs. I remember and said,
no, but Obi free has of
one thing is
that is going to be very hard.
The excitement of the league, the Saudi league will even go up.
Yeah.
Because for Anasa losing Ronaldo to Al Hilal,
who has been winning.
Yes, and you see, and the Osho team they are lacking a striker, somebody who can, because Mitrovic almost this season he was injured. What I say, and a name and I know a poster boy no Kofano. What I say, Kofano, at the Comode Omo rebuilding. No name and this will be judged me, and a man Al a yifono. All it hard for be found because they do baby no. Now they needed goal scorers. And Mitrovic was not there, and Neymar accepted terminating the contract. Echo Santos, so they are lacking a player. Obemo Musa goals, you know. So what I say, so I think that I see to be Ronaldo will not sign a 1 month contract. No, omo pedigree. No, they will not do that. So either for the love of it, okay, Inter Miami here then. And sign so that we will get Ronaldo and Messi in the same team.
A perfect last dance.
That will be that might be maybe what we got. And now say if Inter Miami will not get the money because Ronaldo will not come as a cheap. And the other day because he comes with
even
certain
if Obeko as a free transfer now, he will amount of money now.
Yes, obviously, almost and to have Messi with Sika Oje and Messi at the same time. So that might be the last straw, but I think that Obeko Al Hilal. If indeed Obebo Nanamate said we so share we be away one FC Pachuca. Say one you Sergio Ramos.
Pachuca. Yeah.
He's also pushing for Ronaldo. And we are looking at say and he found Ronaldo in the next year and half obetimo 64 goals.
64 goals, yes.
Just to get the 100. I know say because Mexico league, you know. Chema emodin. What I say?
Ronaldo as somebody defenders.
Defenders now abesa your magic say yempene kra. It I feel say Saudi league, you know, will be the right league for him. And Ahila na mimi hunu so beko.
Okay. So me listo me dear. Me share Nemanani. I think that Anasa they can pay Ronaldo. And in fact, it drew on say listo. In fact, sometimes about this marketing purposes are Aqua say the FA and the Saudi, how a Saudi for the ABC found a Benzema money we munina. You can still have same players playing the team. So what I say? To me, I think that is going to be very interesting to get a Ronaldo and Messi. I'm just wondering the jersey sales of and how important it will be for Inter Miami. Me, I don't know, but if Inter Miami for no, make any attempt, they should just think about it. Commercial purpose, marketing wise, having arguably the two best players in the history of the sports. Ebo at the same team for over 20 years, rivalry, consistent. Omumba be retire no. Yes, Sansu do na copy o team ba come about the FIFA Club World Cup. And imagine the moment I be Inter Miami. Akwa Shamadu do quarter finals be. Ronaldo ni Messi. Mamia. So me FIFA ni there easy. Mama so anya share. And mama mani anya dia. That Super League we no mo say ben. Ye na sa Super League ni abetito so pay. Even for FIFA you no ma so be she. So they are trying to make the tournament nice. And in fact, people who have been paying for these digital TV stations, now I not just say or you one of these TV decoder CB. I not just after the season, own chair be obi the money man say. Now no can so own chair need the name. You have a starting season now because right now no own chair who don't find it. And I'm just but say FIFA Club World Cup.
And how many be?
I think Premier League like most of them.
I think
I don't want to mention the name, but games anymore. especially the Premier League, no mean ever be FIFA because everyone is Obia be FIFA Club World Cup. Obia be. So they are willing to pay for their subscription. So meet me that here FIFA Club World Cup. I'm just hoping to be alive. Say me who Messi and Ronaldo are the same team. And even Luis Suarez. So to me, I think that it's between Inter Milan and Al Hilal. Al Hilal, you know, looks very easy. But with the rivalry between Al Nassr and Al Hilal for very intense. Is it not the same Al Hilal for now? Ronaldo no more match no more Ronaldo baby no. So Ronaldo joining them will be very fierce. And maybe Al Nassr for Koshia Al Hilal Ronaldo on board. Because what time on better Ronaldo was out to go on. Enye adiketua. But I'm just hoping say FIFA FIFA president Ababeka say Ronaldo is going to play in the FIFA Club World Cup. So akwakwe say dot be NNA me person make can see any if that is what's going to happen there, then I think that Ronaldo will join. I mean, one of these teams, Al Hilal, any Inter Miami. It will be very nice to see these legends finally playing together. Because one say, "Oh me no interview." They've Omakanda say, "Oh me na come Abumoda," but they don't know how it's going to be possible to pull that. But
because
right
of
now,
the amount of money, no.
yes, any Saudi club can pull this. Sounds like any MLS club, beats me pull this surprise. I'm just hoping to see these players. Now, Messi across Ronaldo. Hey, as I'm aware, listen. When we remove the transfers, no. Romelu Lukaku Akasa, Omoye parade, no. He's saying say he will try his possible best to get Oranidi Ede Antonio Conte. Say obetimi atina. In fact, ucheki Antonio Conte in sense na. Ababe say oyo coach bia on time na baby and time check. And he living is not necessarily say bia the performance. In fact, this is a coach watching Napoli for 4th league title. A bra omulusu Vicha Kwaraskelia and Victor Osimhen from Moscow. But Akwakwe say he's a coach that if he demands no unyamana Edin Semba. And he him say open one of the CEOs and a club presidents or me the no nonsense type or Aurelien De Laurentiis. If he's not first, maybe Florentino Perez will be first. Zawapano na been bomb brutal. And no, I need the best to on Samso. And right now, they already have in mind say Antonio Conte will be on time 30 munche. Watch out 3 years. The record nature, and he's a coach. Until winning European title and farmer. If you want to win the domestic title, he's the go-to guy, the go-to manager. I'll bet my winning side in the amount. Right now, Napoli report in which I said a most sporting director in there, but say they are in the final stages of securing a contract with Kevin De Bruyne. And getting De Bruyne, no, report in which I say De Bruyne must sign 3 years. If De Bruyne signed 3 years, they are Napoli. It means that Obechi 6 million euros per year. But in the final year, no, which is the 3rd year, no, De Bruyne they will pay him just 5 million. And Bibia Dedian, De Bruyne Koko Johnny, Scott McTominay, Zambo Anguissa, and all these midfielders, Politano, Raspadori, with Lukaku, and they really want to do well in the Champions League next season. To be very honest, and listen, Nipa Bakwa, what's me convincing Kevin De Bruyne so Umbra Napoli. And you remember Lukaku, the Belgium international. Lukaku and De Bruyne have a very strong relationship from the Belgium national team. So they hoping say even if Yenya De Bruyne can say Yenya Max Allegri, things can still go well for us if we are able to maintain our squad. Right now they want Alejandro Garnacho. So De Laurentiis, after winning the league, Onion had recently to or be back it down because Milan will come in strong. Last year, the report that AS Roma for Omokakofa Club Abano is also another battle. So Napoli for this too, with or without Antonio Conte, they want to move on. And now no time back at you say Antonio Conte at the other two just say he's hoping say and you know idea about Buan say they have to make a lot of signings. And if Aurelien De Laurentiis and Adrian so bit make it that impact signings now. A hundred days saka signing now. And so it's media back. So to me, Listo, I think that Napoli, even if I want to say out on Antonio Conte, I want to clear that if Antonio Conte is going, Max Allegri is coming. Another experienced Italian manager who is also familiar with winning the domestic titles and also called Europa. Or yeah, they say Antonio Conte. And if they are able to get Alejandro Garnacho and Kevin De Bruyne to Romelu Lukaku and Scott McTominay, they believe that they can defend Omota Eteno Nyame Adama next season. Right now, Oko Asia Tijani Randes, a player a lot of teams H's, you know. Real Madrid for a penal, Man City. And right now, if Liverpool are going for Florian Wirtz, it means that Tijani Randes is not part. And even United, super some more race. You know. Right now, City for no, they are not convinced yet about Tijani Randes deal, no? Because it looks very complicated, and they are hoping that if they are going to get Rancheki at a lower wage and a lower price, they will go for Rancheki because when City for any other thing someone making move for Tijani Randes, no? Milan are starting Rancheki and Torach Aidin Komo. So if Tijani Randes is leaving Milan, we want this boy to come and replace a player, no? And that is the issue. Ever since here, I hear clear that Abranta and the Kevin De Bruyne from Manchester City. Florian Wirtz doesn't look likely that he will join Manchester City. So the only two players in a City first starting no more come for that number 10 role, no, Rancheki and Tijani Randes of AC Milan. Now, when we remember Mikel Arteta and Arsenal catching. You see, for the past years, I hear clear that when Aubameyang and Alexander Lacazette free, Arsenal ain't striker be a bit more guarantee of 15 goals, even per season. The last time Arsenal striker be yes, I don't know, was Gabriel Jesus. Or Arsenal fans no hope that Gabriel Jesus ever be saved or more. But also injuries until ultimately stay fit. And according to Coro Di Maha, some of Arsenal directors some attend the Arsenal Emano among Champions League final money Barcelona women boy Arsenal manage the Champions League, you know. Ewa Lisbon. After the match, listo. Among Victor Gokres agents and then Eddie Hassan City Kaya Eko Kodin Komo. And then Arsenal believe that Victor Osimhen player no I clear that even if Obe joining team or England is going to be Chelsea. And that is if Chelsea want to meet new wages. Right now, the kind of money at least I laugh on offer Victor Osimhen. They don't need Cristiano Ronaldo. Because already they are more Alexander Mitrovic. And list two, report to said Arsenal for now presenting 70 million euros, which is 58 million pounds, plus target-based fees and Victor Gokres a budget 12 million signing bonus. Now was also any 7 million per season in wages if we agree to be joining Arsenal. Ndene Hassan, our year Victor Gokres agents, is ready to be presenting offer to Sporting Lisbon, our president Federico Varandas, and they want to cash in on this. But and then Hadibakwa, everyone do not so comfortable. They say last year when the player in Sony Sporting for best and the contract, Omamu Yahweh said from Nyamiadman next season, if any team wants to come and buy him, he's ready to go. And right now, Ochaki United are Omuni Abraham Tedin come January, and the coach Omar Victor Goycres announcing the presence to the European football was Ruben Amorim, my new Man United. United for man clear say the kind of money no won't pay no. They won't spend 60 and 30 on 2 strikers, and the following season they are spending same amount on such striker. Right now, I'm offer Matthias Cunha. I'll be as a second striker. And the reason why United for near break or Delap is that Delap a very cheap option. Delap a known in the Premier League. And he can cope with the fees. So listen, Arsenal for now decided on 2 players. Benjamin Sesko and Abraham and Victor Goycres. These are strikers. Mikel Arteta, one of these strikers, in Random Melody. So if you see Sesko joining Arsenal, don't be surprised. But the main target and the first option, Abraham and Victor Goycres. That is a dealer, Listo, and also Eba. And on United, per United, Listo, or my informing Ipswich for say, or my already so much Liam Delap 30 million. And last week, my catch was said Delap, any United for no, I mean the time Ipswich for number ball or Manchester. Or no money in common. I'm on my way. United for presenting the project under Ruben Amorim. And Abrantano, but he said they should give him time because there are other clubs who also want him. Or person own tea. And whenever they play an incanning and say, Delap wants to go to the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Oh, America. He wants to be part of Thomas Tuchel squad or be Freddie Ama England national team. So in a check here the England under 21 team no. My squad of my friend no, Delap ka ho, and he wants to consider the future and say no be joining any team bia or no Delap na kwa join this team no. So list to any more chance they should allow him no any Chelsea to go to Monte this week. And last before Chelsea ba be no time for us no. Omo share Delap any agent. I mean Delap and so no Chelsea so didn't come on. Right now, whoever will guarantee the player a starting spot, so at least obtain some minutes to lead the team. Now, Odenya call up to the English national team. No, Osha looks as if I had Delap United, and player no talks are or no munya any chese. Nina and Kelvano, Delap will have to make the final call. Depending on the assurance from both coaches and the teams are Omuhi Abraham and the Delap. And then after say United for ni Kunha area Bibiano, they also want to sign Brian Mbuemo. Another experience.
I think they are being linked with some good players.
Yes.
For the first time, Man United are signing, I think, quality, and these are players of more league in Mundada. So now what they will need is that I think Omu defense they are solid because if Yiba, Butcher Bar, they will need maybe a goalkeeper, solid hands, goalkeeper with a solid hands.
Yeah.
Or no, by Infinity they will need one hard tackler because they can get him if they are able to get Kuna and Mbemo. These are hard working guys. na fe omunya striker and Mosha striker bena because Dilap on there. I'm not sure that he will be able to handle the pressure of yes, or as it was Leicester striker Vardy more attitude maybe as
I think Obetimi handle. He has the
bullish attitude maybe.
Yes, and Oshe Dilap profile no the way and the body structure tier any the way you're born a born is more similar to Victor Goycrest. Intini na be depending on say we be na more intimate than Goycrest from a player na bright in the Coventry moment engine to a world striker. The way at Dilap, he has that fighting spirit. He has that ability to bully players. And this Anyaman. And in a 3-4-3 system, when he is a striker, he'll be
a bully, yeah,
and be in the box. So I think so Obisa Mepandia, he'll be a good fit. So Mutiminya in Bemo, any Kunya with Dilapa. I think next season United will be a very good team to play.
Okay.
Yes, so Listo, I think that Brian Mbuemo, and you see, I did ever boy United and they say with that three up front, no, there are two strikers behind another striker. Because of how honorable, you see, Giovanni Quinda, who is a winger, no, left-footed winger, no. Ruben Amorim, a born as the right winger because Nebo no bono. In as much as about 5 defenders indirectly or making sure say ne fullbacks no one will be a natural fullback. What I say?
Yeah.
Back be a natural fullback. So in a situation whereby or more attack here be a person onya all players on deck because in as much as a 5-back if they are attacking they have more men. I think when Ruben Amorim was coming to join Chelsea, meaning at time I think 2 days Eddie explaining the
Man
tactics.
United.
Yeah, sorry, Obama United. Meaning at time Eddie explaining the tactics. So apart from that two strikers, obetime about 2 strikers. Open that ebia onya striker bakwa. Obetime about that patient or direct attacking football now. No onya 2 players who are prolific scorers. Players are obetime running through the channels. That is the reason why this season or Taibo Bruno Fernandes because Bruno a bit much go any dead balls baby and you see that Bruno is scoring and I said or Bomo be Diashe. And also Oba United no, he was happy that Mason Mount was in his squad because Mount had played in that role under Thomas Tuchel. Amana flourishing. Da. And Yama was against Spurs Obo Mount because Mount that role on Imboye pa. And then who Kunha and number 10 and number 9 player, he is well known for a 2-top system. And listo, Brandon Buemo, on your typical striker. Also, El Kita profile bit say, Machon Kunha. When Ivan Toney was there, he was playing the 2-top with Ivan Toney. When Toney is not there, he is playing that 2-top with Abranta Eddie Wissa. And he scored 20 goals in the Premier League this season.
Very hard working.
Very hard. And you see, an African player who can play as the typical winger, who can play as a number 10, who can even play as the false 9. So with even Kunwa, any Brian Mbuemo, experienced players, you are not going to fight for any European title. And if United wants to go to Europa, what you have to do is say, league now, you have to perform very well. And these are players at least all. They are well.
Yeah, they are drill for them.
They are drill for them. So whatever project Ruben Amorim wants to do, if you have Bruno Fernandes sitting deep as one of the 2 pivotal midfielders at least, you don't have to be worried. He can send in the balls for the players on the court. Even if you are going to play Bruno Fernandes as one of the top 3 attackers, people shouldn't be worried about Mbuemo coming. Say slow Amad Diallo. Ni progress. To be very honest, right now,
squad depth
you see,
too.
United. The reason why I'm back and say, listen, United are not even being linked with any right back. Mazraoui, they are not going to sell him. Dalot, fine. But this season, when Diallo even picking the form of United, at least he was playing as the right fullback. A formation as a position. No, that young chap at Chelsea, Tony Sporting, Giovanni Quinn the Ebon. And if Amad Diallo is playing that role, on him that side, whoever will play the left back, even if he's going to play Amad Diallo as one of the top 3 players, so now starting against Spurs, Kunga, Mbeumo, and Diallo, these 2 players can start. So the kind of profile of players are Omobano, everything so well, and that is what I'm happy about United. Definitely they will sell Rashford. They will sell Kobe Mainoo. They will sell Garnacho.
I'm not sure.
And even Anthony.
I'm not sure they will sell Kobe Mainoo.
Kobe Mainoo is part of the players they want to sell. Coach didn't pay Kobe Mainoo ball. He doesn't like Kobe Mainoo ball. But to me, some of the United fans believe that he's a generational talent. They can maintain him. But some 3 main players are someone cashing in. Anthony, Rashford, and Alejandro Garnacho. I declare that Lindelof, Ebeko, John Evans, Musubeko, and they also signed a goalkeeper. So Ruben Amorim, the kind of players these two are more signing. I think that players they are very good at a United system. The Hugo Ekitike issue, to me, right now Liverpool for so area race, they want their boy. And the thing is, does Liverpool have a striker to say Hugo Ekitike? And what is the history of strikers or to say Hugo Ekitike in the Premier League? Strikers are to say Hugo Ekitike. You have to be also one day level to do some way. You Watkins over the years, Alexander Isak over the years, in 2 seasons, 3 seasons, I won Liverpool. Newcastle. But the thing is, you can buy Hugo Ekitike, but he's not going to be the main man or this animal in Abemount. He's not going to be that main man. Chelsea needs a box striker, someone who can play with his back in front of the goal, someone who will bully defenders. Because who did Hugo Ekitike buy? A Nicholas Jackson 2.1, a fair edition of Nicholas Jackson, and maybe a Nicholas Jackson edition. Why you France near? We're back through all the ranks. Our flag kakra 6.2 feet player. Or something Akatani, nothing else. So you can buy him and buy another striker. I don't have a problem with that. But spending 100 million euros on Hugo Ekitike, you can say in the portfolio to her. Then Abrante we are in here, or deserve 100 million. You see, we share 15 goals at the Frankfurt in the Bundesliga. But yes, Chelsea are top 2 Bundesliga title winners, 2 Bundesliga Golden Boot winners. And the one by in the last 5 years. Hugo Ekitike, nah, here can I say no. Was he performing better than Timo Werner? Even before Timo Werner, he had 3 consistent, solid seasons with RB Leipzig. With Christopher Nkunku, he also had over 2-3 seasons, consecutive seasons, scoring over 20 goals, back to back. And so now Chelsea, you can confirm. And then about Chelsea. But Obaya Kwakwesi said, in as much as Chelsea here striker, me, Chelsea here this boy, I won't be surprised if you have Nicholas Jackson in your team. Now we in Ephraim and Hugo Abuma. It's that same squad depth. But we will need a different type of profile. When Chelsea cover Fernando Torres by, not Drogba anymore. Drogba was there. Drogba call here Chelsea cover Diego Costa by. Drogba say I'm back. Any Chelsea am Major League.
Yeah.
Yes. there are games you will need Makukuea, but there are games you won't need him. Obey here that benchy what type of profile and be with him. So Listo, I think these are some of the few transfer stories measure.
Yeah, I am here Chelsea and Real Betis game no. Yeah.
Yes, I think Chelsea and Real Betis game one of the most exciting games ever, so especially for both sides. Real Betis, on the other hand, no more said this competition we need to be the Europa, but any you meet me qualify for the Europa. We know they will still play in the Europa competition. I do almost said they can just win the trophy, and in 2 seasons at least they will be doing a back-to-back trophy at the back they are looking at getting. Except from the Chelsea end, the Chelsea or we need trophy where we'll get them into the Europa competition, which is something as a club they are not looking at getting. They were looking at getting into the Champions League. The league, our mobile and it me they winning this trophy is just for history. At the Intermaker says just for history. He said they will become the first club in Europe to win 3 European trophies. That is the Champions League awarding 2 times. That is the Europa League awarding 2 times. Then they or the Conference League account. We the only person that waiting me is Jose Mourinho waiting me with 3 different clubs. And they Chelsea beat me the only club waiting me is to be something it will be a good game for both sides. Robert is coming into this game. Omenya a tougher opponent in the Conference League compared to Chelsea, but her Chelsea on the other hand offer through an easier route in quote to the final. Robert has had a chance to play with Fiorentina, which was one of the toughest teams in the Conference League. They've been able to toughen themselves up, especially when it comes to the Conference League. The final is something it will be on Chelsea to lose. When the competition started, teams are now Conference League now come transfer budget to come player profile in BBA will be in Chelsea. But as of now, the final Robert is any team a friend in Chelsea. This final goes a lot even above the 90 minutes above. Robert is here in this competition. Uji Europa now, at least you get 20 million winning the competition, which is something I think when Chelsea, England transfers into me. But social Robert is in the Spanish media, in the Spanish market, or in the Spanish financial way, it will be a huge fund for them. It would help them to be able to get the full access of your friend, player friend Anthony, because he has performed so well. You who say Rashford with Aston Villa in the Champions League, Omar returning it back to Man United, and they say Robert is going to mean we need this Conference League. Likely they would return Anthony back to Man United. So Robert is eager to win this competition and also win an European competition and Messi Omuye. On the Chelsea side, Enzo Maresca the first European competition to win. Todd Bowley, if their first trophy is to be an European trophy, I mean it's any our boss on time Abramovich buying the first trophy of GA was the Carabao or the Memphis the Carling Cup, and they say Todd Bowley Mutimiji European trophy, meaning they've started on a good note compared to the likes of Roman Abramovich. There are a lot at stake in this game, but I think in 90 minutes there are 2 coaches who respect themselves so well. Pellegrini and Enzo Maresca. Now Enzo Maresca is an assistant at West Ham, so they've worked together. They know each other. Enzo Maresca is free. But let's look at Enzo Maresca. Ushia coaches are on your Maye Jumada a Kosen. Ushia coaches on your Maye Jumada 2 times. Nina with me lose against them. That is Manchester City and Carlo Ancelotti or Real Madrid in the preseason. In meeting ne Memphis ne bosses na ya na nyama etimi enko ye ma no. And on the night Robert's fans omo time Enzo Maresca ye papa so say obi obehwe sa ball no obeti say Robert's fans ni through Enzo Maresca man nya ne won adinti ameka sa ne Enzo Maresca the playing career bomber Sevilla, and there was one game it was a crucial game and now Robert's said because we qualify for Europe omni Sevilla share last game Enzo Maresca na share sa goal no a declining for qualifying for Europe. Into Enzo Maresca did your own person. So in Poland, it will be something. It will be a good game for both sides. But I will share with the structure, with the players, with the system both coaches are coming up. I think Pellegrini wouldn't be able to match Enzo Maresca, especially with the players or whatever on the side. He himself the likes of we have friend is saying Romeo Lavia weren't registered in the tournament into Kwame Biasono.
He's the only player.
He's the only player, and I think Fafana because of injury. apart from that, the rest are available to play for Chelsea. They'll be able to perform well. Chelsea needs this trophy. Todd Bowley, sporting directors, no. If they are to cement the first stage of their takeover, no, to make sure say the women perform Chelsea is with mirror Champions League in 3 seasons. The European trophy account next season, no, will add more. And if the Conference League is to come to Stamford Bridge, now fans, you know, from 29 February, there will be a lot of pressure on Todd Bowley in call for, because now we've been able to win an European competition, we've been able to qualify for the Champions League. You see, here quality players to cement that project now more. So it will be a big game for both sides, and I think Chelsea has the upper hand over Robertis. But Robertis players, no, are more confident about this game. Isco, the likes of your friends, for now, small about EP or Nibida, any Anthony, they are saying they've been able to defeat some of the big teams in the Spanish La Liga, Real Madrid, and their kind. So they don't see Chelsea to be a bigger competition, even though they're a good team. We'll see what will happen tomorrow if Chelsea can set the record or Robertis can break that record and make sure they stop the only team that can set the record of winning 3 European trophies.
Okay, well, I'm sure.
Yeah, Chelsea, Listo. I think Chelsea qualifying for the Champions League is something which is very huge. In fact, after Chelsea just anymore for the past 2 years, they've played the league without a shirt sponsor. Last season, and then as a 3 for instance, just to end the league. And then in Denmark for the buy, which is a property as a resident company or Dubai, and the virus be here with Mama Mia. The Denmark for say that residence apartments from here say the Chelsea resident listo. A movie a 2 say in under 2 hours. Flats in I sold out.
Yeah, they are saying within 90 minutes.
Yes, 90 minutes under 2 hours. Flats in I sold out. And you see, our money Chelsea in our partnership. And there's been this is a Denmark for no. It was very, I say, or more lucky because the better Chelsea everyone at Chelsea started winning his games.
Yeah.
And they are happy that at least the influence of Chelsea and project I don't know where Chelsea be have a pattern. I mean, these are purely marketing stuff. Then you say I feel no matter you, no marry that. So just partner with Chelsea, the Chelsea brand, no, the Chelsea residence by Denmark. At 4 flats nina. Obi ane o team say come hwese kan FIFA Club World Cup. Meet me the bet on my bet. As en kebianka many no trip to Dubai and come akọ ho. He said they had na kwakwe na say aye kan sa. And Chelsea used to winning a trophy will mean so much to them. Right now they are going to play in the Champions League. Adi Adamak for na show no. Used to. Told Boli mama ya say Chelsea is a big club and they won't take money less than 40 million, 50 million, almost at a price. That is why most you see any Riyadh Beba, you see Samsung person, Sam Rabak, they didn't give the share sponsor to anything. The sleeve. They want a certain amount of money. If you can't reach, and the attack names are better. And right now, whatever Denmark has done with Chelsea, in the space of a month, trust me, sir, next season, whatever for the past 2 seasons, Chelsea were not playing the Champions League, the highest competition in Europe right now. Chelsea were not playing there. So any big club, any big brand, or the overbet that huge amount, or the size can call Real Madrid, or the size can call maybe Man City and Liverpool.
So I think Jordan, I'm making a class if Chelsea are able to.
Jordan, we like Nike. Nti Champions League Jordan ye kit man. Nti ne who's a Paris Saint-Germain with I say Angel Wings. Then on the ball.
I mean Jordan ye PSG for more more kits mama. Although a Nike for na but there's a slight difference between Jordan and Nike. As a particular brand but Jordan Nike for na collaboration.
So is it possible that the Denmark people will extend their contract with Chelsea?
With that one, I think that it's possible because the agreement is at the end of the season. Especially, I think the FIFA Club World Cup can come.
The FIFA Club for 10 million.
Any club, any brand you ever be on, the FIFA Club World Cup is very huge. Africans will be watching, Asian people, all the continents will be over here. So there will be brands trooping in Charlie. If that man are able to sell 4 flats in 90 minutes because of the Chelsea influence, yeah, they have done Chelsea right now. Chelsea will play in the Champions League, and the Ochina match against Robert is listed. It will be a game, it will be a delight to watch. And that mentality at this boy saying, yeah, and your project, because when they come, they all believe in the project, and that project, now man for their so they want to show that our second season we've been able to achieve what we've not been able to achieve in the past 2 years. Yeah. A man for a saying and say, Moji money said the Magic Trophy. In fact, when we share Man U, we saw it. I saw no more our dressing room. And then Ukopima, Mudrik Wapol and Hobby. Say virus this our pictures were to swap.
For the issue, what is
for the first at least a year plan. A year tip and I say a year hint we say the boy will be back.
Oh, okay.
Chelsea shirts.
Yeah, and because
for the past months yes suspended boy no.
There's
never been a picture. There are moments but they won't allow you to take a picture. And the fact that this girl, who is a journalist, our sounds here a Chelsea supporter or Ben Chelsea team even if he and even if this girl and the lady or Ben Chelsea team for some time now they've been avoiding Modric in all Chelsea media staffs, and they allow this girl. He's someone that she knows better. Say, if opposed to Modric in the Chelsea attack with the number 10, never cause you problems. Trust me. Come on now, I'll take you post me down. It's a hint. And main thing, because said Modric, I don't know. There might be a suspension, and already the number of days I want to play now. If verdict say yes, suspending Modric for 1 year, the number of months at least and the number of days I watch you over you better think in every move. And Modric case and clear that substance on no international break, and then they all game match Chelsea, and the substance was still in the body. And then if your finance are substance nobody more, they will do investigation. Time out no substance you can't create second test. Na say osan so nya B na unya A ni be ma. And then from then, was it intentional? If it wasn't intentional,
and they've made him lie
test.
Yes.
And the thing is this too, a banner say any intentional, they will give you a ban, but that 4 years hefty ban. You the only a year Onana then it wasn't intentional. It's here now calling the wife some money some painkiller. No knowing that painkiller against, and then they man 1 year because I had no more share. Pogba then I must say 4 years.
Yeah.
When more appeal no matter so. Sana had it here. So Modric beats when you some months, maybe a year. But with this picture Abano shows, because in fact Chelsea games crowd a friend is saying
Stamford Bridge. Nottingham Forest.
Yes.
It is to create bond between the team.
Yeah.
Coach now and he said whether who can team no you need to be part,
especially your home games.
Yeah.
You have to be there. First you won't say firstly for fun we prayer. Prayer now who crutches so maybe an answer your day the other one they will pardon you, but we prayer now if you are on your match in Fifi you have to be in the stadium. But since then you know Modric, but seeing him Poland used to it raised a lot of concerns. I think that Yami much.
If possibilities of we will be.
How many goals? Or more than 5 goals contribution this league.
Yeah.
In
so
fact,
I think tomorrow
he can even win the goal of the tournament.
Yeah, tomorrow will be clearer. Because your banewa and I suspended what you say, you've been suspended from all football related activities.
Yes.
Into the first or share Chelsea and pictures are about. I think he was Okoshe basketball and tennis.
Yeah. It was and then
picture by now Oshe and Fie we are there. So he was basically out of football. then
it's a jacket no sanction.
Yeah.
We share a conference league for images or more out. Chelsea for me I think Nicholas Jackson is the same jacket.
Me, I think he traveled with the team.
He traveled with the
team.
team.
He traveled with the team, and maybe you bet me a present for a medal. Maybe Chelsea per se, because of the rumors they didn't of course, you know, they are trying to use this competition to let people understand say maybe he's back, but not to raise any official statement being a backlash be brabas here. But with this small rumors going on, it would give that with excitement to the Chelsea fans. I think Chelsea fan Bia Pese Mudrik and it's me back or beat me about the ball be mamo.
Okay.
So I think that the game will be very, interesting, especially Chelsea are playing against Real Betis, but Enzo Maresca as a footballer played for Sevilla, Real Betis for rivals Kesia Pan, and they wouldn't want enemy, rival to win against them when they are so close. Me, if Real Betis for GR, I'll be surprised, because when was the last time I Real Betis just over well? Papa. And if you look at the crop of teams are listo Omojiji trophies this season, whether domestic trophies, any other trophies, now teams are listo Omoji trophy at share.
Oh, but since two guys share here, Abelia Bielefeld, if that is anything to go by.
Oh, but how many times? Anytime I say most of the teams, how many
but
times?
Okay, between Real Betis and Chelsea, I think Chelsea are G trophy at Chelsea and Real Betis. I think one of the Spanish trophies last
Copa del Rey,
last
2022.
Yes. Chelsea last time was in 2021. I think FIFA Club World Cup.
Last time Chelsea G trophy.
Yeah, between these two clubs, I think Real Betis are G recent.
No, it's a record. No, Chelsea.
Yes.
But also, we need a European. So, so it can be their first time. That is not Angola Medeba. It can be their first time meeting me at the European trophy. The game is going to be very intense. Two tactical mindsets for me in the Bible. Obinine Papa, Manuel Pellegrini. But I think that with player to player, Real Betis for to be match Chelsea. In fact, they have two good players in setup. They two good players. They have Bakambu, Anthony, and Isco. These are key players at least at any other day. They can punish this Chelsea team.
I think Bakambu, was he not part of the Villarreal team on the Chelsea boys?
Yes, he was with Villarreal.
Super Cup, no?
Yeah. So I think that it's going to be an interesting game.
Okay.
The Real Betis will be very happy to win this trophy. They will be very happy to say they will make history. So in going to this game, tactically and the mindset of both teams will be a mindset very big. Be a mindset very big, especially in this game, because win and make history for yourself.
Okay.
And the Chelsea two players win and make history for yourself. Now my man for who say, "Mo and I'm here the only team that complete the three set of the European trophies are."
Okay. Yeah, moment share Ghana squad or Modiaba. Yes. I don't know. Say you are FSC bit my commentary. The Ghana games near there. You bet me streaming near there because Unity and you ever heard the squad no. Squad not to so nafi you to me the home come because important new players are returning. I think overall I'm happy with certain players and I'm not happy with other players. We under 20 we under 20 players no more joining and I think I have slight issues with them. Yeah, the squad no.
Yes, I think with squad need now we weren't expecting like a full squad to maybe a ball any World Cup competition and any major tournament because there's a Unity Cup in a way with what in Brian said they can call up some players they've been missing out for the Black Stars for a longer time. Players been so much chance in ball Black Stars to just justify your inclusion. Saying in the next collapse and these players can get a chance to be in. Who say Benjamin Asarias and returning into this team. I think with the goalkeeping department, Bitmu say he's trying to maintain some people to make sure say they build that partnership ebeboa player met me who no team ma menyaje and ya Fenijan I didn't make us and say we know say after that qualifies a ball with Brazil with Nigeria no yeah then or Messi out from the World Cup squad ni nyama be Briama no ones personally the club wise Roma and or movie called Juventus next gen ni nyama so coming back into this Black Stars team or no Susan and boss justify inclusion he be a commando he needs to put up a good performance in himself it's just a 1 week tournament but showing something then Ghanaians would recall your name again and I'm no sunobeti me enyebi I then area Kwame Poku is also one name I'm very interested with Otuado adding him because he has been performing so well. So I think we are missing out on players like Mohamed Kudus and some of the key players. But Jordan, are you also being part of the squad? And Uzumeniaji or Thomas Asante, he Coventry in the team named me in the playoffs way. But to performance of a boy in their first league game no or born home so with the squad there. I'm okay with everything on there because I think say is just a game, a 2-3 games on Bebo to try and win the competition. Again, it's major competition now. It brings a good name to Otuado and the boys. And so I think Otuado are fair players need to be based on say they've missed out for a longer time in the Black Stars. Now or also say he can be able to help them revive their season or their career. Player bit say Abdul Salis. Yenim say Sunderland playoff games no boy in now we biambo. I don't know it wasn't an injury because now say no to bench. So these are players they've missed out of the Black Stars for long. So we'll look at the Unity Cup. Now so meet me about more they say now the next Black Star call up no. Bebriowa they will get their names back into the Black Star setup and meet me about Boama team no. I then Akuni.
Okay. Yeah, I mean sure.
Yes, at least with the squad, I see what they are doing. In fact, we check your report on the buyer. Some of the key players. These are games at least they would want some key players to rest. With the under 20 squad on the buy, doesn't mean that Jerry Afriye is a key member of the team now. If that is it, fine. But Aaron Essel, Abdulaziz, if you be man at 20, because Abdulaziz needs to be very honest, the Barcelona team being one, he's not been getting playing time. But yet, you say integrating to the national team. Maybe you could have given the opportunity to the other under 20 players that they've been playing consistently. I don't have any, problem bringing under 20 squad to this team, especially knowing for a fact that these are players that they will come in a year and replace players not between because for recent times and especially the assistant coach is also the head coach of a year than a 20 national team. So definitely we should know that you will be getting a lot more of the under 20 boys in the national team. This is a friendly camp, but one thing is I don't know why. Anytime you have a tournament, you be release squad as an year assembly. I don't know why. To be very honest, we're a Unity Cup. So you who say, oh, you want to try new players, list no Ghanaian will talk. In fact, on the list we will be akasa. I know some people will find ways and means to draw agency and relationship from people who are more but yet still, no one has a problem that all the under 20 players are joining the Black Stars because a Unity Cup, a friendly tournament.
Okay, so there is a new breaking news. Let me put it across. I think you discussed what is here. Santi J FM. Say you are familiar with him. Or breaking a lot of transfer away. Now he is breaking that Cristiano Ronaldo has an offer from Al Hilal and from Al Nassr. So it means that the Al Nassr people still because on that contract they will hold the data.
Yeah.
But he decided against not signing it till the end of the season. Now Al Hilal for na boy room. So it is clear say what we are saying, you know, or he will join the Al Hilal team. Over to us.
Yes, so I think that already it's going to be an interesting game. Nigeria, they also didn't call some of their key players. So BTC Osimhen is not in the squad. So probably watching some of these players. So BTC Majid Ashmeru, who has been with the team for some time now, Onya injuries, no, that Calabiranchi, another player that some of us who watched him from Right to Dreams are Oko Nojeland. We know that he's one for the future. Felix Ohina Finejan, I'm happy say he's back with the team. These are players who helped us that qualification to the World Cup, and since then injuries, setting and going to Cremonese, a lot of things didn't happen well for him. Suleiman Ibrahim also with Atlanta, also he's been struggling with injuries, and latter stage of the season and who told me say when Guillaume Pereira Gasperi the chance man boy, the most important goal especially for them this season, our Shoma this secure
Champions League
spot, he scored that, and the next game he also scored that, and they Otuado Baromaya where say that boy a player or one the plans move. And in fact, Otuado returned or buy was it against Sudan? He started him at Accra Sports Stadium. So with him, we know that the Ghana, the number 6 option, and the number 6 row, the DM row, fit. And if he's there, he's good that Waba back. We are going to give him that match fitness to also play. And I think that most of the players too, they have to showcase or more. Kamaradini, that medium right back, he's a player who can defend, who can score. That Rich James type of midfielder. So if he's also getting the chance, in the Razak Simpson, he's a local player. He captains Nations FC, and he can play for the Black Stars. Kamaradini not that chance now. He should play.
Okay.
Same as your man, Benjamin Asari. Chance also but one thing is that none can be expected to come Stephen Amankona, but I don't know why he wasn't part of the squad. But in fact, it's a friendly game, and we shouldn't. And it's a train since they will win your playing time, but they want to try more players and also help some of Ghanaian talent.
Okay, right. Mama Arsenal. Kakra Wanafi. Yeah, move on to Nafi. Yeah, sorry, so. Okay, my man start. And then Oko come boha. Copa Libertadores ne. Sudamericana no so koso. Sao Paulo etnafi no ne. See Talares the Cordoba ball. It is Sao Paulo. Home no draw. Libertad Asensio. Omone Alianza Lima enable home no draw. Ana Atletico Lanús ene Academia Porto Cabello enable Lanús for no to score 2. Vasco da Gama ene FBC Mega. Vasco da Gama 1-3. Eintracht Braunschweig ene Saarbrücken FC Saarbrücken no relegation. Saarbrücken for no person qualified about League 2. And Braunschweig for no so ebe relegate across breaking for league no so Braunschweig for no home no draw. Grasshopper Club Zurich and Aroa and ebo for 1.5 and CR Belouizdad and Parador S in ebo CR Belouizdad 1-3 and JK Navan Trans and Haju JK Lagri Oko Estonia. Yeah, a home win. Yes, home win.
Yes, it is to me so 4 odds. Medema for MYBET.AFRICA. MC Orges boy ne may con win or draw n under 2.5 Atletico Lamos straight win any over 1.5 from game on Bell. FC Flora straight win away win and a Grasshoppers win or draw, and a Sao Paulo game of ball and also win or draw. Code no 53 JY 53 JY MYBET.AFRICA.
Okay, and so my selection for any games Oko Algeria League CR Belouizdad any Paradu AC ball straight win and over 1.5 for CR Belouizdad. JS Saoura oni MC Oja Ebebo double chance and over 1.5 goals for a MC Oje. And they Oko a Bahrain Premier League na Al Ali Club El Makili Abebo double chance and over 1.5 for Al Ali Club. Samson and a oko eye Brazil Serie B a America MG any Atletico G ball a straight win for American MG and then wo eye Switzerland mo eye playoffs Grasshoppers any Aura ball a straight win for Grasshoppers.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Iti nyame adoma tena. Ya besa ba na afidi akechire ni nyina. Ya da bro TV set ka Benedict wa out ninka. Within the list to oti uso any virus enka. Ya kramo. Nice.